Hello everyone, welcome to yet another Crystal of Atlan video. Today I just want to talk about enhancement. Enhancement overall has been either really good to some people or really bad to quite a lot of people. I see every single day on my videos, on my streams, multiple people just complaining about it, feeling bad about failing, getting FS4, FS5, FS6, spending thousands to not even get a weapon upgrade and so on and so forth. Like, a lot of people are having really bad experience with the enhancement system. I on my side I'm one of the lucky ones. Come on! Yes! 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 Holy shit! No way! No way! Holy fuck! Bro, what the fuck? Yo! Even though sometimes I do feel bad if I fail too much. Fuck! God, come on, bro! Oh my... What? Come on!
Wait.
You will hit,
Come
you
on!
will hit.
Come on! Come on! Please, 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 please! You piece of shit, bro! What the fuck is going on? Come on! Oh my god! No! No! Come on!
Oh my
Please!
god.
Please!
Now that woman.
No! In the end, if I look at my total numbers, I am very lucky with my enhancements, with hitting my 21 weapon, but it was still very, very expensive to go this far. Now, what can be done to alleviate that cost frustration that comes with enhancing? I was thinking about reworking the system, but then I thought again, they most likely will not rework something that has been working for 2 years in China like this. They most likely will refuse to change it drastically. So there's only one thing. I've been talking with Soup, which is rank 1 combat power in NA, and he gave me a very interesting idea. So when you talk with Glen, you go to information up here, scroll down and you will see this enhancement reserve. So there's this system that we had even before the red enhancement funds, which is like enhancement funds, but it's only available for your alts and only available after you hit plus 15. So the way it works is that when any character on your account enhances a piece of a gear to certain enhancement level for the first time, you will receive enhancement reserve. The specific amounts are as follows. So after plus 15 it starts, it goes with 18 million. You get it for every single gear piece. So weapon, every armor, every jewelry. Each time you hit a milestone, 15, 16, 17, 18, it keeps scaling. 20, 21, you know, you get the reserve. A usage. When characters under this account enhance or amplify gear, 65% of the gold cost can be offset using enhancement reserve. The following conditions are met. The enhancement level of the gear piece is 2 or more levels below the max. So that means if I have 21 weapon, I can only use it for a 19 weapon on my alt. This is only usable for alts, so I can use the enhancement reserve up to plus 19 on my alt. And now the interesting part here. If the account possesses a weapon that is plus 25, enhancement reserve can be used for all weapons. If the account possesses a piece of gear that is plus 25 in all slots, enhancement reserve can be used for all gears. This one is pretty useless. Even Soup, which has plus 25 weapon, he has 41 billion enhancement reserve. The only thing he can use the reserve on is his alts, which is... In this game, your alts are used to make your account stronger, like to make your main stronger. You don't really want to put too much resources into your alts because it will push back the progression of your main. So this whole system, the enhancement reserve system, at first you might think it's nice, but it's actually pretty much useless. I don't know anyone who is actively like using the system a lot. And now we come to the enhancement fund, which is the red, and with the event that we just had. Enhancement funds are just usable to anything. They do the same thing as the reserve, but you can use it on your main, you can use it on any gear piece, you can use it on any enhancement. So what Soup proposed as an improvement to the system is that the enhancement reserve should be instantly available to use the moment you get any amount of reserves on anything, like the enhancement funds, but to not make it too abusable for whales. Like he said that this enhancement level of the piece of gear is 2 or more levels below the max of your count is what should be applicable. But besides that, it's like you can use the enhancement funds on anything. So that would mean if I have a plus 21 weapon, I can enhance the rest of my gear up to plus 19 using the reserve, and save 65% on my gold cost that way. That way I can push the whole rest of my gear, which is plus 18 right now, to plus 19. And that way, even if I get really unlucky, the moment I hit like the next milestone, let's say I hit the plus 22, or maybe there's like, I'm talking about whales right now, but let's say a more free-to-play player like hits plus 17, plus 18, hits plus 15 on multiple gears. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 gear pieces. So if you look at this, 11 times 80 million, or is it more like 10 million for the weapon, then 10 times, also like it's like 90 million reserve just for having full plus 15, right? And then the higher you go, the more reserve you'll have, and that way the reserve you will be having, you can use to improve your other gear pieces that you might be lacking behind. Some people have like plus 19 weapon and are plus 15 on everything else. Those people can use the reserves to save a lot of gold and to be able to improve the rest of the gear. So this was something me and Soup talk about, which can definitely be done. I think the current reserve system is useless. It should be something to help your main, not specifically your alts. You can still use it for your alts if you want, but it should be possible to use the reserve system on your main 100%, with just the rule that it has to be 2 or more levels below the max enhancement, not of the gear slot, but of the highest enhancement gear that you have. So that means if you have a plus 21 weapon, you can upgrade to up to plus 19 on everything. That's pretty much what we talked about. That's what I think is also a really good idea to do, just to alleviate some troubles for the people. Like, because for me, I have 1.5 billion reserve right now. I'm not using it at all. Even for players that have even 50 million reserve, 100 million reserve, it's like still 50 or 100 million gold that you can just get for free to improve your gear, which can help a lot to a lot of people. Especially if they get lucky, they can get some insane streaks with that. Because each time you upgrade, you get more reserve. This system, I think, it caps out pretty much at the 23. So you can abuse this up to level up plus 23 on everything, and then you gotta spend yourself because there's no reserve anymore. So if the devs will be scared about losing too much money, I think the way the enhancement system right now is, you will be losing way more players to this than potentially losing money by making the reserve available on any gear for everyone, and making it a little bit easier for the players to upgrade. Because I understand the system is made for long term, and the system is made to be slow, and it is made to be painful, I'll be real. But it's a bit too much for the for the Western audience, for global altogether. It's just too much, I feel like. That's why I think the idea that Soup gave me is that the reserve to be available for everyone up to 2 levels below of the max enhancement would be a very good like first band-aid step that they could like easily do, because they have the system already ready. Enhancement funds work that way. They just have to make the reserve available to work the same way that the enhancement funds work. And that way people would have like a lot of extra gold to use. But in the end you still need like real gold to use this. You still need spare parts. So this would not like kill off the economy. Instead, people will still need to buy spare parts. They will still need to get gold, farm the gold to use the enhancement reserves. So that's something that I really think is a good idea. Something they can really try and do as a first step. And then we can start talking about other big problems that there is, like for free-to-play players. The difficulty to reach plus 15 is really too RNG. That's why I think they should also focus on improving that part. But right now the most frustrating part is pushing past plus 15, past 18, 19, and the moment you go to 20, pushing past 20 is literally hell. It is literally hell. I do not recommend to anyone to try and push past 20, 21, 22. Right now, that's just... I got really lucky, but I know people that got very unlucky, and that is like making them borderline quit the game. Because if you realize, shit, I just spent like 10,000 euros, I didn't get any upgrade besides a few face saves, that will feel bad. But if you have the reserve system applying to your upgrades, so let's say you get really unlucky, you try to push plus 22, so you're failing, you get FS6, then you succeed and you see you got 650 million reserve available to use on the rest of your gear. That will be like a huge bonus for the person that just got fucked over, to be like, okay, at least I got something in return for getting fucked over by the game, and I can start improving the rest of my gear a little bit, get some extra enhancements. The same is applicable for any other type of player. If you are at 17, you're pushing for 18, you get 35 million for free, you can use it to improve your plus 15 pieces to 16 maybe, or something like that. Obviously it scales really high the higher you go, but it's something to just, because eventually everyone is going to be at plus 19, at plus 20. Free-to-play players are going to need more time, but eventually everyone is going to be at that point. And when you're at that point, you will want to have the reserve available for you to use on whatever you want, and not it just be for the alts only. That's why I think that's a really good idea as a first step to help with the enhancement problems. But obviously the enhancement system is a very big issue for a lot of people, and it's not an easy overnight fix. The devs gotta take a good look at it and see what they can do without completely fucking over the whole economy balance of the game, because as you can see, everything is balanced around this enhancer system. So we have to see what they will do. We have to see if they are down to listen to this feedback. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and if you have any ideas yourself, feel free to write it down in the comments. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.